A South Carolina jury has found a store owner not guilty in the 2023 murder of a 14-year-old. Ja'Kai Rick Chow shot Cyrus Carmack Belton in the back after chasing him from his Columbia convenience store. Carmack Belton was black, and the case was treated as a racially motivated shooting by prosecutors.
Prosecutors said Chow acted in anger because he wrongly thought the teen had stolen 4 bottles of water from the store. They argued that Carmack Belton had a pistol, but that it fell to the ground when he was running, and it wasn't used to threaten anyone. A defense lawyer said that Chow fired to defend his son only after the teen pointed a gun at him.
What do you make of the verdict, especially given that the suspect was running away and he was shot in the back?
130 yards is how far that man chased him before he shot him in the back. Let's start with a number of things. I would echo your opinion that I remember when this happened 3 years ago. I remember the visuals and the pain and folks who were crying then, just like they were crying in the courtroom yesterday on both sides of the families. And so I'd say that this was excellent lawyering on the defense side, and a couple of hurdles early on that I could see from watching the trial. This is the best part of jury trials on the state level, is that you get an opportunity to watch. You can see the video, not like in federal court where you're just hearing about it, you're writing notes about it, you're listening to what other people say if you're not there, but you can actually watch the trial. And so I watched closing of both prosecutor and state. And most trial prep, trial strategy, trial skills would teach you to tell a story. And both of them, I think, did an excellent job, both prosecutor and defense, of trying to tell a story. And while doing that, you're trying to paint a picture. Prosecutors painting a picture, and this is one of the best closings I've seen, where he has a water bottle there, and he talks about, well, can you put a price on a human being's life? And he said, well, is it the cost of this water bottle? And he draws on the board at $1. And leaves it up there. And that visual is going to stick with the jury. It's going to say, I'm looking at this $1 the whole time while you're talking, and I'm attempting, and he did a great job of attempting to connect that $1 to this kid's life, and it's
obviously not good enough job.
Excellently drawn out and well-crafted storytelling. On the other side, defense was extremely well-crafted, very, very well-spoken in terms of his ability to convey, not just with words, but body language. Sometimes he sat down, sometimes he got up, extremely demonstrative, and even talked about, hey, I see that dollar up there. My team said, hey, you want to take that dollar down? He said, no, I can use it and I can explain. And he told this story about how when he was a kid, this guy on the radio would tell stories, and he'd think you already knew all the details. He'd wait to the end and say, hey, now I'm going to tell you the rest of the story. And he did that yesterday, and he told the rest of the story, as he said, and walked them through hey, if this guy did what the prosecutor said, yes, he deserves to go to jail. Matter of fact, he deserves to go to hell. But I will take it a further step and say, but he was defending his son because they didn't tell you the rest of the story and unpacked it. Again, excellent lawyering.
I don't know what the rest of the story is.
I, as a student of the profession, enjoyed watching those folks do their job there.
So many of these outcomes, like Andy said, are controversial. It's painful. Almost no one really wins on either side. But when you look at this case, as you just described, both parties doing really a good job in court, why do you think he was found not guilty? What was the key there that you think? Because from the outside, when you look at it, you're thinking, well, surely he'll be found guilty.
Overcharged, shouldn't have been murder. Probably at the very minimum, or at the very best, should have been manslaughter charge. For you to be able to prove first-degree murder, you need that malice of forethought. Yep. And they were not going to be able to prove that even from the very beginning.
They would have been successful in the manslaughter charge because, again, as you kind of mentioned, he went over a football field away and shot this guy in the back.
That meant that the defense did an excellent job getting everyone to be unanimous to agree that there was a defense. Not just a hung jury, not just a mistrial, but a not guilty.
Let's watch the video then. Here's the video. Over there grabbing food, grabbing whatever.
He didn't take no dollar bottled water, as they say. Oh, they would a dollar bottled water. They took his life. He didn't take nothing. He was respectful the whole time and just left the store. He probably picked up on bad vibes. And these two men pursued him and hunted him like an animal, right? It's a 14-year-old boy running away from two grown-ass men. Both of these people should be charged because they intentionally hunted him down. I wonder why they're not charging the son, because he's part of this too. He hunted Cyrus down. This is their lawyer, Sean Kent. They hired him just because he's black. Look, we're not racist, guys. We got a black attorney. And these people have no remorse. No remorse, man.
I just didn't see it. I saw the video and I looked at it more than once. And I just didn't see where they can claim self-defense. Maybe I missed something. Somebody saw that same video that I just saw and didn't see nothing. Am I crazy? No, I'm not crazy. I saw what I saw. He might have been trying to steal something and then realized I can't get away with it here. These people are standing right next to me. They thought he did steal something and he didn't. And then he took off running. A 14-year-old kid would definitely take off if two grown-ass men are chasing him. The shooter, Mr. Chow, was found not guilty after everything we just saw in that video. And the legal expert told us what we needed to hear. It wasn't that he didn't do anything wrong. They overcharged him by charging him with first-degree murder. The only reason why he's free is because they overcharged him. It doesn't sound like a fair and just system to me. It sounds like something's wrong. Yeah, we know you did wrong, but we charged you with too much wrong, and so we're going to let you go for the whole thing. Maybe they'll charge the guy again, but I don't think so. And they'll be screaming this whole justice for Cyrus thing for, I'll give it a week or two. And it'll die down, and it'll be on to the next. They're not going to care about this kid in a week. And it's sad because nobody's really going to know what happened. But at the end of the day, that guy's got to answer to God for what he did, and we'll let the Lord sort him out. This sets a dangerous precedent about how easy it is to kill a black child and get away with it. I'm not with this at all. I don't like this one at all. That's kind of some bullshit. It is. It is.